Good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in and listening to Behind the Scenes at the Hanover Theater. This is Lisa Condit, and today I'm on the phone with Dolores Rabuffo. And Dolores is the Executive Director of the Miss Massachusetts Scholarship Foundation. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Lisa. Good morning.
Good morning. It's so great to have you, and we enjoy having Miss Massachusetts at the Hanover Theater year after year now. It's become a nice tradition, and this year you're coming with your pageant June 28th and 29th. And I was saying when we were talking before that I am fascinated that as a preliminary to the Miss America organization, I didn't realize truly that the Miss America organization is the largest scholarship foundation in the world for women. That is a fabulous fact.
Yes. That's one of the reasons I'm involved in it.
How did you end up getting involved with the Miss Massachusetts Scholarship Foundation?
Well, I started out many years ago as a contestant and decided that wasn't for me. I would rather work behind the scenes. So that's how I started. I started running a local. And then I became the traveling companion for Miss Massachusetts too when we went to Atlantic City. And from there, I just evolved into the executive director position.
Oh, so what does that mean if you're you said the traveling companion? Is
I was kind of like a second mom to the girl. At the time, they had we had two rooms. We had two rooms adjoined, and there was every state had a traveling companion that went with the contestant.
Do they still do that?
They don't require those. No. When they moved to Las Vegas 8 years ago, they stopped having traveling companions.
I would think it would be extremely helpful to have a traveling companion. This is a big deal. It's a big. I mean, how many people participate in this pageant?
There are 53. 50 states, Washington D.C., Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands.
And then typically, how many contestants, if you totaled all of the states and the territories of the contestants, how many?
Well, that's hard to say. We have 21 state contestants, but it took much more than that to get. We run locals first.
Right.
So every local pageant has a different. I mean, they average between 10 and 18, and we have some of them are crowned 2 titles. So that would be, say we have 15 local pageants.
And so if
multiply that by 17 contestants or 16 contestants in just our state alone, and then Oklahoma, Texas, South Carolina, they're all over 50 contestants at the state level. So their locals obviously have much more than that too.
Right. And so if somebody's interested in competing in one of these local pageants or Miss Massachusetts, it's, I'm sure, too late for 2013, but they can plan ahead for 2014, right?
Yes, they can. They can go to our website at www.missmass.org. And there's a little link there that says local pageant information, and they can click on that, and somebody will be in contact with them.
And so typically, people don't just start off with entering the Miss Massachusetts contest, right? Typically, they have to
they have to win a local pageant.
They have to win a local pageant. Wow. It's amazing. And, I'm sure that it's become more and more popular with some of the reality shows. But I remember when I was very small, being allowed to, one of the very few times I was allowed to stay up late was to watch the Miss America contest with my mom on the itty-bitty little black and white TV. And it was really very fun. And, we didn't think much more of it besides, wow, look at what these women are accomplishing. Oh, check out the dresses. Oh, but
right.
it's so much deeper than that. And I think most people probably don't realize that. So what are some of the things that you do as the executive director of the Miss Massachusetts Scholarship Foundation?
Well, I oversee the whole production of the pageant itself. So the contestants, the producer, my main job is being the liaison between Miss America and the Miss Massachusetts Board of Directors and preparing Miss Massachusetts for Miss America.
Ooh.
It's a team of people. It's not just me. We have a whole team that does this.
It usually is a whole team.
The team.
Yes. So what are some of the things that you do to prepare Miss Massachusetts for Miss America?
Well, we have interview coaches, so we'll set up some interviews with different people from across the state just to give her a variety of interviewers so that they're not all the same type of people. Mm-hmm. We have the Crowning Touch in New Bedford is our evening wear sponsor, so we go to visit her and consult with her as to what she'll be wearing for an evening wear gown. and Catalina is our national swimsuit sponsor, so we don't have much choice there, but we do have somebody that helps train the girl for fitness, lifestyle and fitness and swimsuit. So she's out of New Hampshire. Her name is Katie Boyd, Miss Fit Club. So we have quite a few sponsors in the state and out of state.
Oh, that seems like a really great experience. And those are the types of life skills that men and women really can use later on as far as poise, interview skills, how to present yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's fabulous. So what's your favorite part of this pageant once the public is involved?
When the public is involved, their reaction to the girls' talents in the audience.
Oh, and so what has been one of the highlights that you've had over the last few years?
Having one of our title, or a couple of our title holders win talent preliminaries at Miss America.
That's amazing, isn't it? We do
come
from
exciting. Yes,
we do come from a really great state, don't we? And I think that we're on a streak.
We have a lot of talent here.
That's for sure. And so, again, we have been so pleased to have the Miss Massachusetts pageant at the Hanover Theater for many years now. What made you decide to move the pageant to the Hanover Theater?
We were in Fall River for quite a while, and I don't know, we were losing the spark, I think. Mm-hmm. So my new producer at the time was from the Worcester area. She thought we should take a look at the Hanover, and we did, and loved it, and love everything about it.
Well, it's definitely an elegant event and an elegant venue, and together anybody's going to feel like royalty when a crown is put on their head, right?
Absolutely.
And so I see that some of your previous experiences, you were a head gymnastic coach at Kingfield Regional High School and also the owner and artistic director of Dance Dimensions. Yes.
Boy, you did your research.
Well, actually, Laurie Carr really helps me with that. I just have to give a shout out to her. Thank you, Laurie. But, I can see that these two types of experience would be really helpful for the pageant world. So, I'm sure that anybody who's listening out there knows somebody who is interested in pageants, right? Because every little girl thinks about it. What are some of the suggestions you would have?
I would, if they're of competition age, I would have them go to our website and enter a local pageant. If they're not, work on a talent that'll get them to be proficient in their talent, and then come in. We are a smart group too.
Right.
It is academic as well as talented, so they have to be able to speak to the public and communicate with people of all different age groups.
Right. And so, interestingly enough, you see a whole array of talents, right?
Yes.
Have there been any highlights as you've been witnessing all of these different young women?
Well, we have quite a group of talented young women. They'll have to come to the Hanover to see us.
I like that. And so, this is a really great evening, and it is very reasonably priced. Full ticket prices are just $30 for Friday and $35 for Saturday. And there is a $2 discount for Friday night and a $3 discount for Saturday night for our members, groups of 15 or more, which, by the way, this seems like a really great thing to do with a group of your dance buddies and their moms, for example, or if you're thinking that someday this might be an interesting thing for you to do, or you just want to check it out so that you know what to do if you're interested in competing. Right, Dolores?
Absolutely.
Yes, and so kids, students, and our WOO card holders also get that same incentive, which is really great. So anything else you want people to know about the Miss Massachusetts Scholarship Foundation, or the Miss America organization, or you, that we haven't been able to get to yet?
No, I think you touched about everything except that we have, you can go online onto our website and vote for your favorite contestant to help get them into the top 11.
Oh, that's cool. And so you said, how many contestants do you have?
21.
21 contestants. And so you go to your website, which is missmass.org.
Yeah. www.missmass.org.
That's right. And I love...
And there's a little link on the side that says vote for your contestant.
Oh, that's great.
And there is one from Worcester.
And there is one for Worcester. Oh, I don't know, everybody. You got to get out there and support the hometown girl. I'm sure of it. And so I was saying to you, too, it's interesting that you've combined an online component to the pageant. Do you find that your online results tend to predict how they'll do in the pageant?
No, it's always a surprise.
Okay.
I never know who's going to win. I mean, can't go by the pictures always. It's a whole component of the most well-rounded contestant.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, thank you so much for your time today, Dolores. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, and we're really looking forward to connecting with you and the contestants for the Miss Massachusetts 2013, June 28th through 29th. Everybody, you can go to our website, thehanovertheater.org. You can find more information, ticket prices. You can buy your tickets online, and we hope to see all of you at the theater. Thank you again, Dolores, and you have a fabulous day.
You too, Lisa. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.